Hello everybody, this is All's House Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play CrossCode A New Home. In the previous episode, we returned to Vermilion Wastelands and took on a facsimile of Sidwell, learning some truths about what's been going on. Now, it's time for some more story. I already realized I was an Evotar several weeks before I was deleted. There was nothing I could do about it. I just played along. I suppose this is usually what we clones did. Then I found a way to escape. Let me have a look. Yes, it's still here, my former user ID. It was on the day that Leah escaped from the Evotar ground. That day, they changed everything. Seems like the whole interrogation business was bound to break down. Leah's reappearance strongly hinted toward an elaborate mission to find and rescue Satoshi. To achieve that, they'd have to secure the Evotar server. Potentially, save all the Evotars on it. Fortunately, Sidwell's Evotars, as I would eventually recall, were stored on a separate server. Hardly anyone even knew about it, so its data was likely to be lost. So, in order to have any chance of being rescued, I'd have to migrate to the main Evotar server. There was just one way to do that. To create a new Evotar, based on myself. So a clone of a clone, eh? I honestly wasn't sure if it would even work. I just did it. Submitted my own user ID as a potential interrogation target. Fortunately, without Sidwell taking any notice, somehow. Thus, a new Evotar was created. It's who I am. That's why I'm still here. Wait. So you're an Evotar of Sidwell? That's right? What? No way. So, what now? What is it? Told you my whole story. Nothing more to add. Still an Evotar of Sidwell. Sure, I was used by him, but it will always be a part of who I really am. So, do I really deserve to still be here? Stay and homestead it? Not gonna lie, this is a tough one. Citron, be frank, it's not something just for us here to decide. Right. All knew it would be difficult, but there was no reason in delaying it any further. They had arrived. I had to tell them. Everyone involved. That is the whole story. No, there is no point in apologizing. Still, I am sorry. Least I can do is help you catch the real Sidwell. Tell you everything I know about him. All the things I have yet to remember. Independent of that, the question is, am I allowed to stay in this village? That is up to you. Be outside and wait your decision. I can't believe this. It really was him? Who thought it was a good idea to just allow him to be here? You heard what he said, right? He is an Evotar created from another Evotar. Always wondered if that was possible. That really doesn't change the fact that it's him. Same person who didn't think twice about torturing players. Players like you, Luke. And you and Leah. You two still remember what you went through because of him, right? I certainly remember what he did to me. Not even to mention Gautham. That is true. Sidwell pushed Gautham toward his early demise. I will never forgive him for that. But Are we in the right blaming Citron for this as well? After all, he is helping us to catch the real culprit. That's all great, but he doesn't need to stick around to do that. Lock him away, get the information you need, and delete him. Whoa there. Doesn't that sound an awful lot like Sidwell's old business model? Look, maybe it's just me, but in the end, he's just an Evotar. He was created by himself, I guess. Still, wasn't he forced to act against his will? Forced? Or like he acted according to his own plan? I really don't see how this changes anything. He's just a clone. No, he is not. Just like Leah isn't your clone. Emily, this is not fair. You act like I don't have a say in this. Sure, Sidwell didn't do bad things to me. But unlike most of you, I actually know Trani. Played together with me and Leah. And he was such a nice dork. Heck, if it wasn't for him, stupid me might still be mad at Leah today. He just used you. No, I'm sure it was more than that. Leah, you're with me, right? Gotta say something. That is right. Leah may be the only person here that knew them both well. Sidwell and Citron. So Leah, what do you think? Does he deserve a second chance? Should Citron stay with us? Okay, here we go. Let us see the other ending. Leah. Sorry. I guess I really don't see the whole picture, do I? Don't. This is what he deserves. I disagree. We can interrogate Citron one way or another. No need for him to stay here. It is true. I guess. You guys are so heartless. Yeah, trust me, Emily, I don't want to do this either, but soon enough the day has come for Citron to leave. I don't want to do this either, but I gotta show the differences. So, guess this is it. Sorry. It's fine. I understand. After all the things I have been involved in, there's no reason to hope I could stay. Bonnie, I miss you. I know I'll never be able to undo what I did. But I still hope you believe me when I tell you. I honestly enjoyed my time with both of you. It was more than an act. Bye. Oof. Yeah, I genuinely believe it was more than an act. So the days went by with a game populated by both players and Evotars. And it looks like it's largely going to be the same, just probably that Citron's not going to be there. Yeah, Citron's no longer present. Unfortunately, can't actually skip through this, because I don't want to miss out on some of the differences. It may look horrible, it might also taste horrible, bit horrible, but trust me, it's great. Or maybe just stick with ice cream. I'm sure he would have enjoyed this. Yeah, that's one major difference in this. Finally did it. Found Sidwell's current whereabouts thanks to Citron. However, pressing charges will be difficult. Need to gather evidence first. Alright, enough break. Start the stress test. Get to work. Yeah, it looks like it's largely the same, just, you know, with Citron removed. And I can't skip this, so I'm gonna have to... I will cut here, and I will see you guys once we get to the final cutscene. Well, post-credits cutscene. See how, if that's any different without Tronny. I mean, it probably is. So I'll see you guys then. Whoa, credits done, and I did a lot better using Shock this time, defeating 73 fishies. We should play some tables and chairs outside, don't you think? Oh, Young. Let me see if I can get something from inside my house. So, just put those on the grill? Yeah, that's as far as I understood. It's like the real thing. Just much harder to burn, I heard. Easy mode. Man, I can't wait. Hungry. Greetings, good people of Homesteadit. Like we arrived on time. Come on, tell me you'll show up too. Huggy, please. Stakeholder friend has to be you. Who else is supposed to handle the meat? How often do you plan to repeat that joke? Satoshi! Get off your desk already! And yeah. Looks like it's largely the same, just without Tronny. You know what? Just doesn't feel right without him here. So, I will probably reset and then make it so that I did say yes. Yes, I wholeheartedly believe he deserves a second chance. Just like Leah may have been an Evotar of Shizuka, she is not the same person as Shizuka. Citron, likewise, just because he is an Evotar of, Sidwell, does not mean that he is Sidwell. I think he's changed and grown into a different person from what Sidwell was. Yes, he did spy on us, but I like to think that's more out of the manipulations of Sidwell himself. Now that Sidwell isn't around to manipulate him, at least not directly, I think he deserves a chance. Yes, Citron should stay with us. Lee, that's right. Personally, I see no harm in having him here. If anything, it helps for him to stay cooperative. I agree. Seriously? What do you think, Sergey? Yes, it is the right thing to do. Can't believe this. You really let him off the hook that easily? Fine, I don't care. It's your village, do what you want. I'm out. Hi. Tronny! Hey, made our decision. You can stay. What? For real? We. Of course, we hope to have your full support in trying to catch Sidwell. That goes without saying. I really don't know what to say. Thanks. Thank you so much. And so, the days went by with a game populated by both players and Evotars. Finally, we set foot on the great continent of the Croissant, entering Rookie Harbor. To the right, you'll find the Info Hub. A great place, if... Yep, that's such a nice tree to run around, isn't it? Look, I get it. Who cares about the boring info hub? Still, it's a place you might want to remember for later. Just saying, it is where we got those gloves. You probably know, Leah cannot write. However, I found a way for her to look for words reasonably fast. Here it is, the Leah board. How about a demonstration, Leah? Hi, Leah. Why? Wow, amazing. Improvement. Yeah, please. Hello, my name is Leah. Whoa, Shelly, you can finally communicate. Tell me all your hobbies right now. Can't find words. No! Well, it is a start. By the way, I'm not controlling those text boxes. It's really like I always imagined the perfect vacation would be. Minus the flying fish monsters. I just wish swimming was an option. Why? Well, it's fun. Swimsuits. What? No, come on! Swimsuit skins have been around since forever. Of course there are. It's easy money. It's just that we Evotars can't access them. Why? Yeah, it's not fair. Double standard. Right? Time to fight for our rights to cosmetics. Yeah, went full French there. Yummy. Almost like the real thing. Delicious. So they finally support proper taste senses. That's great. I hope they'll work for cheese as well. You have to try it. Oh no. I want to eat. No, you don't. I'm sure that taste is impossible to simulate without breaking pain constraints. Don't listen to him, Leah. Sergei, I hope this won't be a regular thing. No, I promise this is an exception. It's a solar cruiser, eh? Okay. I never expected Instatainment to use such up-to-date models. Yeah, it sure keeps the cargo floating. How much longer, Polly? I think I'm getting seasick. Finally, after plenty of redesigns, today we can proudly present to you Homestead's very own monument. What? It's a huge Leah! Wow, nice. I honestly expected a display of Satoshi. Truth is, that's what they were originally planning, but I managed to talk them out of it. Congratulations, sister. Deserve it. Thanks. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Fitting. We now have a pretty long list of volunteers. Looks like we'll get the village populated pretty quickly. But those are not the Evotars we saw in the Vermilion Wasteland, right? No, it will be hard to convince Instatainment to get those back into the game. Anything connected to the Evotar interrogation is taboo to them. Damn. Well, I keep hold of a backup, should we still find a way. Get it, Citron? Found his current whereabouts. Good. Make sure you are well prepared before you contact any authorities. Need evidence. Decisive evidence. Oh, good. Shizuka didn't abandon us. Alright, enough break. Oh, I have control this time. Ready to start the stress test? Let's get to work. What are they doing? This new enemy type has been breaking in mass fights. Apparently they fixed it and I want to test it. So, let's see who can defeat more. Alright, good thing she didn't hold it against us. Ah, it's a fish. And I guess that is it for CrossCodes. I'm sure there's probably going to be some post-credit scene or something. But my honest thoughts, I love this game. The art style is beautiful. The combat is, well, difficult to master, easy to get into. And the story, I love the story. I like that they continued the story of chasing down Sidwell. Unfortunately, unless there's some post-credit scene of him being arrested, it doesn't seem like we'll get much out of him. And as the developers have said, they aren't going to be going after a sequel to CrossCodes within the near future. They're instead moving on to something different. Which kind of sucks, because it means it's going to, if they ever get around to it, it's going to be sometime before they, you know, before we get answers about Sidwell himself, beyond what we already have from this. I liked the expansion. I liked what they added. I liked the new area. I liked the final dungeon, even if we couldn't theoretically actually get to the get the win. I mean, I'm sure somebody probably managed to get the win without having full ascended gear, though it was probably extremely challenging for them, or maybe not, and managed to be the first to beat the dungeon. But who knows? There's always New Game Plus, which New Home does support. As a matter of fact, I'm actually thinking of, well, once I'm done with my recordings for the week, going into a New Game Plus of this, because it's actually been some time since I've played around with the main story of the game. Last time I played through some of the main story was when I did that video on the New Game Plus. Also, really glad they added interactable end credits, so that you're not just sitting here staring at a, quite frankly, long list of... I think they actually did Indiegogo and not Kickstarter. I can't remember off the top of my head for this game, but... yeah. Because it would have been... Well, you know how some Kickstarter games are with their exceedingly long list of supporters and whatnot. I wonder who's winning on this. Oh well. Let's see. If I did have one complaint about A New Home, Beaded Fishies 58. Nice. Where was I? Ooh, post-credit scene. We should place some tables and chairs outside, don't you think? Oh, young. Let me see if I can get something from inside my house. So, I can just put those on the grill? Yes, as far as I understood. Like the real thing? Pretty much. Just much harder to burn, I heard. Easy mode. Man, I can't wait. Hungry. I feel a little bit worried. I heard we're the first players to eat this stuff. Come on, it will be delicious. Greetings, good people of Homestead. It's like we arrived on time. Come on, tell me he'll show up too. Buggy, please. Your stakeholder friend has to be. Who else is supposed to handle the meat? How often do you plan to repeat that joke? Satoshi! Get off your desk already! No, this is something I have to get screenshots of. Okay. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making such a wonderful game. But, as I was saying, if I had any complaints about the, expansion, is that there's too many instanced missions. Especially when you get some new characters to get to play around with. I don't really get to take them out on adventures. I mean, sure, I could just grab them and then go out and explore, but... For me, I like structure. I like having, you know, an objective, something to do. It's kind of why I don't really get into vanilla Minecraft, because there's just no structure for me. There's no real goal besides the one you make for yourself, and I'm terrible at making, well, my own adventures. But, yeah. I kind of wish there were more, because I think there was, like, 2 non-instanced side quests. There was the... one for the gardeners in Gaia's Garden, where we had to collect those salty those salt water slimes. And then there was the one where we had to collect those electro cats for the bird people of Gaia's Garden. Which kind of sucked, especially when we finally got to have Shizuka in our party after the final dungeon, and there's very little to do with her beyond exploring. I mean, maybe if you're a completionist going around and collecting everything, you could do that with her, assuming you hadn't already before the expansion came out, because we definitely had plenty of time. But really, that's honestly my only complaint. Other than that, I thought it was great. It added a lot of time to play in this wonderful world. We got closure on a lot of stuff. Couple things we haven't quite gotten closure on, like whether or not they actually finally caught Sidwell, but who knows? Thank you for playing. And once again, thank you for making such a wonderful game. And I look forward to your next game, even if it's not CrossCode 2. But I can understand that after so many years of development on this game that you'd want to move on to something new. I totally get it. But anyways, yeah. Oof. Finally come to an end. Well, I've already said my thoughts on the game and on the expansion. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for when I upload. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in our next series, Prey 2017. Have a good one.